Any volunteer to light the candle? Anyone else? Thank you. The last candle. Thank you. Please be seated. Sadhu, sadhu, Sadhu. Before we go to our meditation, let's do our regular chanting. Please turn to page 5 of the chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. The 5 precepts. Panati pata viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, adinādāna viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, kāmesu miccācāra viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, musāvādā viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, surameraya majje pamadatthāna viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arehang samma sambuddho vijjācarane sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattha deva manutsanang buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakkhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyāya patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yatidang cattari purisa yugani Attha purisa punggala Isa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Āuniyo pāuniyo Dakkiniyo anjali kavaniyo Anutterang punyak kitang lokansati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganesarappaditene dīpene taṃ sena tiloka dīpaṃ sambuddhaṃ pujayāmi tamodam. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuttene dupenahang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyang tang puja bhajana nuttamam. Offering of flowers. Vanna gandha gunopetang etang kusuma santating Pujayami munindassa Siripada saroruhe Pujemi buddhang kusumena nene Punyena etena labhami mokkhaṃ Uppang nilayati yatai dhammi Kayo tatayati vinasabhavam. Offering of water. Adhivase tunu bhante Paniyang parikampitam Anukampang padaya Patiganhatu Offering of drinks. Adivase tunu bhante Gilane paccayang imang Anukampang upadaya Patiganhatu Worship of shrines. Vandami citiyang sambang Sambedhani supatikpitang Sarika dhatu mahabodhing Buddha rupang sakalang sada Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Ijjeva manchanta Namaste niyang Namaste manu Rade nante yang Punyabi sandang Wipulang alatang Tansanu bhavine Hatante rayo Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with the pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you all for our meditation session today. We welcome you all. So, we just did our chanting as a support for our meditation. Now, you are in sitting posture for your meditation. Before you start the meditation, you can think about yourself, why you are here. So, you made a decision to come to this center and spend these few minutes practicing this meditation. So, first, you can rejoice that decision that you have made. You can deeply appreciate yourself. Take a moment to rejoice the decision that you have made. Deeply appreciate yourself. Deeply appreciating yourself. Rejoice in the decision that you have made. Now you can make a determination. The determination is that I'll engage in a committed practice. I will make use of this wholesome guidance, this wholesome gathering, this wholesome wisdom. I will engage in a committed practice wholeheartedly. Make that determination. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and the chant. We will be chanting Namo Buddhaya 4 times, which means pay homage to the Buddha until the very end of the sound of the bell and the chant. Be with the sounds.
Dear spiritual friends, now we will move to our guided meditation and the silent meditation. In guided meditation, we practice loving kindness. In silent meditation, we cultivate mindfulness through the breathing meditation. Loving kindness helps us to tranquilize and calm down our mind. The calm down pure mind can direct to the mindfulness to see things as they were and achieve the wisdom. In this meditation, we practice two main pillars: loving kindness for the compassion, breathing, awareness of breath is to the wisdom. Therefore, wisdom and compassion, they are the most important tools to carve our spirituality. Let's bring our awareness to our body and observe the body, the way you are sitting, the way you are maintaining the body, sitting on a cushion, sitting on a chair comfortably, gently closing our eyes. We are keeping our upper body upright and relax our both palms on our lap or on our thighs. This is a special sitting posture. We have closed our eyes not to sleep, but to wake up. In general, we close our eyes to sleep, not to wake up. We will feel our body, scan the body with your full awareness from the top to the bottom, to the fingertips, to the tops of the toes, tips of the toes. We examine and feel all the sensations. Especially, we are aware of any pain on our body. If you notice any pain in this body, in this posture right now, be aware of that and recognize it. It might be a pressure, tension, irritation, pains, aches, tightness, or itching, tingling sensations. Whatever the feelings that we have, we notice them. We are not responding to all those feelings physically, but we do mentally. We relax our body. We relax our body. Just drop down yourself and relax. We do not maintain any tension, any pressure, any tightness. And you can notice the pains and aches are dissolving due to the relaxation. Just relax the body. Relax the body. Relax the muscles. Try your best to maintain the motionless posture. If you really want to change your posture, you can do it. But keep your full awareness and watch your movement. Do it mindfully and slowly. You can have two benefits: doing slowly and gently and mindfully. You are not disturbing your spiritual friends, and also you cultivate your awareness and compassionate behavior in your life. Relax the body and let body to be in this relaxed posture. Draw your attention and be aware of the mind. We can recognize we have thoughts in our mind. We create thoughts constantly, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Or repetition, repetition, repetition. Responding and receiving back and forth informations through the senses. We create full of informations inside. Those full of informations ignite and create thoughts. In our meditation, we try and we guide our mind to reduce unnecessary wandering thoughts. We observe the past memories and notice the thoughts that are coming from the past. And we realize that the past is gone. We maintain the gratitude, but we don't regret. We let them go that because they have gone. The future related thoughts right now not really helpful. That because the future is not yet come true. We still keep our positive plans, goal oriented thoughts in our mind, but we are not exciting unnecessarily. That because the future is not yet come true. Let go and let go and let go. We will bring our full awareness to the present moment, right now. Right now, we are sitting after the good guidance and chanting. We are sitting with our spiritual friends, having thankful thoughts to all the participants. Your presence here is a full of energy for us, for me, for you. Now slowly observe the mind and you can notice lots of blank spots in your mind. That because not too much thoughts in your mind. This is the time to guide the mind into the proper direction. In our loving kindness mind, in our loving kindness meditation, we guide our mind to the wholesome direction. We cultivate, we build, we construct a wholesome loving kindness mind. We invite the loving kindness thoughts into our mind. With the support of the simile given by the Buddha, the mom, the lovely wise mom who is taking care of her only baby. Lovely wise mom is having compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciations, forgiveness, truthfulness, worthiness, sharing, caring, and many more good thoughts. All those thoughts are the reflections of the loving kindness. We bring the loving kindness same as the mom is having. We grow the loving kindness seed and put watering and fertilizing. The loving kindness seed spring, little plant with the two petals. Loving kindness grow gently and slowly, like a nicely growing plant. compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciations, forgiveness, truthfulness, worthiness, dedication, appreciation, gratefulness. They are the wonderful qualities of the loving kindness. We make a genuine wish to grow in loving kindness our own mind and submerge and soak and moisturize our mind with the beautiful, soft, gentle, loving kindness. Loving kindness mind brings peace. May my mind be well. This is the aspirations we maintain. May my mind be well, be happy, be peace. Be well, be well, be well. Be healed, be healed, be healed. Be held, be held, be held. Notice, with the support of this wholesome loving kindness, we can very slowly and gently wipe out the scars. We can heal the psychological wounds in our mind. Very gently we heal our mind, not only on the cushions, on the chairs. We practice ourselves to train the loving kindness in every posture, in every moment. May my mind be well, be well, be well. We can use our loving kindness, the growing loving kindness, to heal our body from the skin to the internal organs, from the top to the bottom. The skin, the muscles, the bones, bone marrows, and all the joints of this body be healed, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to the vital functions of this body. The respiration, the respiratory system, inhalation and exhalation, and the cardiovascular system, entire blood circulation, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, and the peripheral nervous system, eyes, ears, nose, tongue. All the sensory doors. Be well, be healed, be healed. You can penetrate your loving kindness, awareness can see through and go through even in the cellular level and the molecular level, from the macro level to the micro level. All their own mutations physically can fix. You have enough neurotransmitters in your system to heal and rebuild and repair and reconstruct the fading body, fading telomeres of the chromosomes, replications of DNAs. The loving kindness thoughts become a loving kindness energy to heal the body. May this body be healed, be healed, be healed. The loving kindness can bring the good health and well being to this organism. May this body be well, be healthy, be healthy. We use this beautiful loving kindness healing energy to offer to our beautiful, wonderful friends who practice loving kindness right here, right now. Going gently, mentally towards the eardrum of them. We whisper, may you be well, may you be well, may you be well. Truly and honestly, with the purified thoughts, purified mind, we bless to everybody and we welcome the blessing energy from the other party. It is a loving kindness exchange. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful. We radiate the loving kindness to our friends, to our relatives, to our family members, near and far, all the friends, relatives, and family members, relatives, and friends. Be well, be well, be well, be well. While you are sending loving kindness towards your family members, you have good blessing thoughts and you have the beautiful mental images that they are having good health, that they are having a beautiful smile, that they are having a beautiful balanced life. We send the loving kindness to grow in every ways. Also, we send the loving kindness to all beings, all people throughout the world, in the direction of your front, in the direction of your back, left and right, above and below. May all the people, all the beings, near and far, seen and unseen, long and short, large and small, beings to be born, may all beings be well. If still you feel that you have unavoidable circumstances, still may you be able to heal your wounds. May whole world be filled, be well, be free from suffering. Having healing, loving kindness, we experience the relaxation. Feel the gentle loving kindness within. We settle on our loving kindness and remain for a couple of minutes, having loving kindness thoughts, gently reducing thoughts. We bring into a one or two words: be well, be well, be well, well. Spend silently few minutes, having full of loving kindness. With the support of the loving kindness, awareness, now we will gently draw our attention to the breathing in and breathing out. Focus your attention to the in breath and out breath. Gather your awareness while you are closing your eyes. You see your in breath and out breath. You hear your in breath and out breath. You smell your in breath and out. You taste your in breath and out breath. You feel your in breath and out breath. Focus your attention as a beam, one single beam, to recognize the in breath and out breath. Maintain your full awareness on the breath, in breath and out breath. Practice breathing meditation. Breathing meditation helps to develop loving mindfulness. Breathing meditation helps to sharply recognize ongoing changing in every ways. To see through as they are, we need the full of awareness with the full energy. Focus your attention to the breath and stay silent and practice breathing meditation until you hear the sound of the bell.
දුක්කප්පත්තාච නිදුක්ඛා භයප්පත්තාච නිබ්බයා සෝකප්පත්තාච නිසසෝකා හොන්තු සබ්බේපි පානිනු. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the great teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom from generation to generation. And also you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for your meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful anyone else who helped us to come to this center, join this meditation, to practice this meditation peacefully and comfortably, who cleaned and arranged this place for you, who are taking care of this center for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even these non-living things we are using for meditation, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, this bell, the device which help to connect to this meditation from home, with deep gratitude and appreciating the support. To conclude our meditation, let's say sadhu 3 times together.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. Thank you, Bhante, for guiding us for such a peaceful meditation. So, any sharings or any thoughts? They practice this meditation well, Bhante.
Yeah.
Still in meditative posture. Mode. Okay. If so, we can move to our discussion. We just started to discuss the loving kindness discourse, what we call Karaniya Metta Sutra, loving kindness discourse.
In your chanting book, you find it in page 16. Now, today we are in the last verse. There are 10 gathas or 10 verses uh, in this sutra, in this discourse. So far we already discussed the first 9. And this discourse originally uttered by the Buddha as a guidance for meditation practitioners, particularly loving kindness meditation, and how one can get prepared for this kind of meditation. The first 3 verses we talk about the 15 qualities one should endow with to have a successful loving kindness meditation, to be a perfect meditation practitioner on loving kindness, to cultivate loving kindness perfectly. So those are the 15 qualities. Okay, then gradually and step by step, Buddha explain us in these verses, in this very brief, very short discourse, how, when, where one can practice loving kindness. So now, today we are in the last verse. Here, maybe how one can come to an kind of ultimate goal, practicing loving kindness, cultivating loving kindness, generating loving kindness. What is your achievement? Where you are going to reach as an achievement having this kind of practice today? In this meditation practice, you spend more than maybe around 20-25 minutes practicing loving kindness under the guidance of Bhante Pund. So now you have your own experiential based knowledge about loving kindness, and also how to practice loving kindness, what kind of challenges, barriers, distractions you encounter when you are trying to purposefully cultivate loving kindness. Because it's kind of a struggle at the beginning if your mind is not prepared, if your mind is not trained. Why? The mind, natural human mind, is the natural tendencies are not to support, to cultivate not only loving kindness, a kind of positive thoughts, wholesome thoughts, healthy thoughts. That is natural tendency. But as a practitioner for a long time, maybe now you have kind of ability, some skills you have improved, not to just let your mind to uh, arise any random thoughts, but purposefully you are cultivating thoughts related to loving kindness. The guidance also supports us to cultivate. So then now, when one have that kind of loving kindness as a loving kindness practitioner, the last gatha, what you call the last verse, there uh, it is somewhat we have to talk in some detail, because first we can read the meaning together, as usual when we go before the before our talk. Let's together read the meaning in English. Not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures, he comes never again to birth in a womb. Okay. Mante, let's try to cover this within few minutes. Because here, Bante, actually in this verse, in this Gatha, uh, mainly five facts are included. Let me go one by one to give the meaning. Then Bante will support us to have some, to clarify, have some to understand in details. How we can apply this into our day-to-day life, how we can apply this into our this regular practice. Okay, how it is in Pali. the original language here, Dittincha Anupagamma Silava. The first, there are 4 lines in this Gatha. First line. I mentioned that there are five things, 5 facts we have to give our attention. The first one is actually the Dittincha Anupagamma. It means not clinging to fixed views. Translation is given, not falling into erroneous views, not clinging into fixed views. Now this is the person who practiced loving kindness meditation well, endowed with the qualities we already talked about in the first 3 verses, and then this is the nature of that person. You can be that person. Okay, then first, not clinging into fixed views, uh, or clinging into views. So here ditti means views, opinions, or beliefs so far you have in your mind. So anupagamma means not attaching to, or not entering to, or not clinging. So this does not mean having no opinions, or it means not being trapped by them. Right? You may have opinions, but you are not get trapped by them. Your perspective, how you observe any issue, any struggle, any problem, any challenge in your life, you may have preconceptual perceptions. We remove those glasses somewhere else and you see. To that is your goal. So when we cling to these views, what we do, when we have kind of preconceptual views, fixed views, what we do, there's a person called I, me, self-centered. Then that is the origin of, that is the place that you look the world, you look, you observe a question, any struggle or anything that in your life. So then what we can do, we argue. We want to protect ourselves, so we argue. Then divide into right or wrong. These are mainly 2 divisions of views. Then we build identity around beliefs because of this ditti or views. Then what Buddha says, Buddha teaches that attachment to views strengthens ego and conflict. Ego and conflict. And freedom begins when we see thoughts simply as thoughts, not as absolute truth. That is the first fact, Vittincha Anupagama. I am just explaining the meaning of this Pali word. Then the second one is Silava. Silava means virtuous. Virtuous. The practice of your moral conduct. Virtuous. So this refers to a kind of ethical living. Not harming, speaking truthfully, acting responsibly, then living with integrity. Simply, you can you already chanted the 5 precepts. 5 precepts. The virtues based on these 5, any kind of precepts. So what this precept, or what this virtuous or the moral conduct, how it helps to this practice is actually virtue stabilizes the mind. So without moral discipline, meditation cannot be deepened. Right? Very simply, we can understand it. So ethics is the foundation of inner peace. Ethics. Then third one, Dassanena Sampanno. It means endowed with clear insight. Here it is translated endowed with vision. Endowed with clear insight. Dassana, Pali. Dassana means seeing or insight. Sampanno means accomplished or endowed with. So then this refers to wisdom. Through a meditation, practicing a meditation, when one sharpen or develop a mindfulness, then his vision is clear because he's had a good mindfulness. So this Dasanena Sampanno refers to the first fact here, Dittin Chanupagam. There's a kind of relationship. That is, Ditti means Ditti means views, that is fixed views, but Dasana means what you really see in the present moment. Ditti belongs to past. You live in past. You look at someone else with the past experiences, with the past views. Already you have conditioned, already you have constructed. But Dasana means you keep them somewhere else, but you are in the present moment. Dasana means in the present moment, you try to see what really is going on. That is Dasana. Then Kamesu Vinaya Gedam. That is having subdued craving for sense pleasures, removing desire for sensual pleasures. Gedam, the Pali word Gedam, is a greed, the greediness or craving. You weaken the power of greed for sensual desires with your eye, ears, nose, tongue, body, and your body. Those five mainly. What they need, your eye needs beautiful things to see. Your ears need sweet things to hear, not kind of bad things. Same way to other sensory organs. So what we have done so far is struggling to gratify these five sensory organs. So this person who have developed this mindfulness and developed this loving kindness, he have already subdued the craving, the greedy for these sensual pleasures. So because of this craving or greediness, what the ordinary person does is chasing one after the other. When you achieve something, you can be satisfied for a temporary time of period, but then that satisfaction is gone. Then again, a new goal you see like a mirage. You try to run and chase. Again, when you achieve that, sometimes nothing to feel, nothing to enjoy, just only the tired and the wasted energy, maybe regret, maybe, but there is some kind of temporary or a gratification, a satisfaction, but to feel that kind of gratification, what a struggle, what a energy you have wasted. So that is the trap. The sensory faculties, sensory organs, what those sensory faculties do is like it plays like a trap. So then last one, Kamesu Vinaya Gedang, Nahi Jatu Gabbaseyam Punareti. That is the last fact. So one is not born again into a womb. If one doesn't like this, you can stop in some extent to develop loving kindness. Anyway, it means literally it means refers to the freedom from rebirth, what we call the samsara, the circle of birth to birth. So when wrong views are abandoned, virtue is perfected, insight is developed, craving uprooted, the first four, then the causes of rebirth are destroyed. So no craving, no existing or no any kind of becoming, then no rebirth. Little bit deep. Anyway, let's go. So simply what this last verse mean is wisdom begins with letting go of rigid views or fixed views. Then the second one, morality or the virtuous. Morality stabilizes the mind. Third one, insight reveals insight of clear seeing, reveals reality clearly. Then craving, greediness is uprooted. Then liberation is realized. Liberation from suffering, liberation from defilements. That is the meaning. Now we can go for our discussion. You see how depth, what kind of ultimate goal this loving kindness brings us. It's just not a simple thought. It's just not like sitting for a few minutes and thinking and generating kind of thoughts. It leads us. It leads us this kind of auspicious goal, auspicious states of our mind. Right, Bante?
Yeah.
So we can open our discussion now.
Bante, I know I am old, but I don't know whether I am wise or ignorant. And also, Bante, Pema is not here. You know, when the cat is away, what happens to rats? Let's play. And actually, Bante, you explain very nicely and also in detail. I try to go into this closer. How can we do it practically, kind of with a simile? Think about a knot. When you, is that term knot? Yeah, tie, a knot. The dit is like a knot. It's tightened. And also it has occurred in your mind. First of all, you have to loosen that knot. That is the wave. Psychologically, knotting is going on all the time. That is why we create some belief. We need that. Fear, anger, hatred, all other psychological inputs, supports to tight the knot. With this practice from the beginning to the end, what we do, we slowly, can we say unknot? Loosen the knot. Slowly and gently we loosen the knot. That is what in virtues we do. We need a kind of gentle and keen, sharpened attention to loosen the knot. If you are hurried and abruptly, you cannot do that. You just throw it away. I don't want this garbage. That is how we are. So we have to look within with the support of this knowledge. We have to look within and come into us, not to out. With the support of this kind of knowledge, we will look within and the psychological knots that we have. That is the views. Views are creating with the support of all the psychological supports, and those knots unbelievably tight. They are really tight, tight, tight. Very hard to break. Very hard to break. That is because of the innocent. We are innocent. We are poor. We do not have any support. We can support each other for our food, for our logistics, for our uh, general needs. But to untight the internal knots, it is very hard to find uh, uh, capable support from the other parties. So you have to use your own technique to unknot, loosen your knot, the weave. Am I making some support?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's how raps. Let's together play, not alone.
Well, I've never been told to loosen the knot. A few screws loose, but never loosen the knot. But isn't it there's just the desire to come here to meditate to get that? That's also a central, right? A desire to come and meditate. So I love to come
Good-
on
good
Tuesdays,
point.
come here and meditate. Is like this circle, right? I'm looking for that central pleasure to come here and meditate.
Yeah, if you use it for the sensual pleasures, yes. But we are not looking for the sensual pleasure. We are not guiding you for the sensual pleasure. We are full aware of when we are guiding you in each and every words. We are very full aware of to render the 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 wise and the pleasant and the meaningful and the practical terms enrich your knowledge. We try our best. We don't know how, but we do. We try our best. I'm sorry if we are making mistakes, but that is the message. That is the plan. That is the our goal, our mission, our vision. Always we maintain. So yes, if you are coming and looking for the pleasure, just the pleasure, yes, it is not the purpose coming here and sitting together. We are, by practicing the loving kindness, actually we moisturize our dry mind first. Otherwise, we cannot loosen the knot. We have to gentle and make it malleable and make it nice first. That's why when we loosen the knot, we touch gently and find a place somewhere and loosen, and we can come into a kind of deep understanding. That means actually instead of in between uh, belief, because the as I said, beliefs are automatically happening in our life with the support of our moms and dads at the uh, at the uh, at the very young age, and from the school, from the our spiritual places, from the universities. We tight our knots. When we come out from all of those into a common sense, we can see, yes, everybody is doing some helps each other, but we are not truly sharing the wisdom, but we sharing the knowledge. Yes, of course, it is very important, the knowledge. At the same time, we need wisdom to solve our inner issues. It is unavoidable. We need that. We need that capacity. We need that strength. We need it. That's why we moisturize first. It is not just seeking the pleasure. We know that what we are doing. Yeah, psychologically, you need some soft cushion. Then, with the support of the virtues means very gentle and nice and this way. And then actually, we can see through it. We can see through it. We can see when we are guiding our to our loving kindness mind, we gently can recognize the rhythm of the mind and the rhythm and the fluctuations, ups and downs. In general life, when we are having our day-to-day errands, that we don't care anything. We just do, and we chase behind. That might be uh, uh, anything, by reading books and earning money, doing shopping, and driving here and there, watching movies. It might be from the many aspects. We are just collecting, and we are chasing and chasing rat race, because the cat is not here. So we have to see through. That is why we focus our attention to see within, and we moisturize, and we then we can very sharply see it and recognize it. That is why we shift our attention very gently to the mindfulness breathing meditation. What we do there, in that practice, first thing that we do is we strengthen our mindfulness. That is not because of the pleasure. We are not pleasure seekers. We are seeking the wisdom. We are seeking the true, true, and true knowledge, true wisdom. That is why you are here. If you cannot wake yourself up, you won't be here tomorrow. You won't be here next week. I know that for sure. So we have to have a kind of technique to see within and examine and analyze and realize. After the analyze, we can realize. So to analyze, we need a discipline. Is that right? When you are in the lab?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of
And
course.
you have to keep after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are running around like rats, can you do that? No. We have to be wise rats. Really wise. They are really wise. Then you can that experiment. You can use all the tools and the wiles and everything for your the wisdom-oriented your examination. That's what we do in this seeing through. Then we come to a ground. It is full of freedom. We are not just maintaining the craving, grudge, lamentation, worries, and all sort of psychological tendencies, trends. We are not maintaining, we are not lacerating the wounds in our psychological ground. What we do, we seek and we enjoy the freedom. If you are able to enjoy this freedom, then what happens? You realize that you don't want to come back to that garbage bin. You don't want. It talks about the wound, but I mean, I want to talk about the heaven, not the hell. What the hell? We don't want the hell. We need heaven. We all need a heaven. In this way, we can find our destination. We can reach to our destination. What is our destination? We all have defined our destination up to certain level in your capacity. We all have done it. We are going in this journey. We all are moving into ahead into our journey. That's what we are doing. So that is the ultimate freedom. Bante, I did something. I don't know whether I done a good job, but I did, and I don't want this anymore.
Bante, although the time is running out, Bante, I have to not add, but to conclude our discussion, because you started with the example of knot, just like the views, that fixed view that we have, just like a knot.
Yeah.
A simple story. I try to be hurry and make it summarize. I have already shared this with you in other sessions. Anyway, there was a farmer. He had 3 donkeys. One day he felt, I want to sell these 3 donkeys because he was poor. So he was living in the countryside. He wanted to take those 3 donkeys into the market in the city, the town. So in the morning, he started to walk with these 3 donkeys. It takes a few hours to reach the city, the marketplace. So in the middle of the journey walk, he got tired and he felt, I want to drink some water and have a rest. So then he was finding a appropriate proper place. Fortunately, on the way he encountered a beautiful river with pure water. Then just he felt, oh, this is a wonderful place. I can have a how to say that, jump into the river and have a, not a shower, right? Swimming and drink water and also give water to the donkeys. Then but he was leading the donkeys, but he just felt, so if I went to the river, where I keep these 3 donkeys, they will go somewhere else when I come back from the river. So I want to tie them into a tree or to somewhere. So then but he had only 2 ropes, right? 2 ropes to tie 3 donkeys. Then he was struggling. Oh, how I tied 3 donkeys with
One.
2
or 2.
2 ropes. Do you have any idea? Maybe you have some ideas, but according to the story, he was thinking and thinking. Then he saw another person was going somewhere close by him. Then he asked him, "Oh, hi, friend, can I have a favor?" "What?" I need a rope to tie this donkey into this tree." He said, "I don't have any rope. What you need? I need to tie these 3 donkeys together into this tree, but I have only 2 ropes. Okay, I don't have any rope, but I have an idea. What? Come, take the first donkey, tie a knot in the into the neck, and then other end to the tree. The first one. Second one, take the second one again, tie the neck and then the other end to the tree. Okay, now take the third one. No rope. How to? Then just do what I say. Pretend that you are tying that third one also, likewise you did for the other 2. Just pretending that you're tying into the neck and the tree. Then he did. Then he was not sure about that. Then he again and again asked, "Oh, does it work?" No matter. It perfectly it will work. Don't be afraid. You go to the river and jump and swim and come back. They will be here. Even the third donkey. Anyway, he went to the river and came back. He saw 3 donkeys were still under the tree. Then he was so happy and thanking the person, that wise person. Thanking him, he was loosening, right? Not untying, loosening, right?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. So untie the first one,
Yeah.
and also the second one. The third one is not actually tied. Therefore, he started to walk to head into the marketplace. Then the 2 donkeys who already untied, they started to walk, but the third one still was under the tree. He was pushing, pulling, and doing everything, but he was not moving. Then he was in trouble. Then, although he thanked first to that wise person, he was thinking about what the thing that he did. Now I cannot get this donkey out of this tree. Then again that person was coming. Fortunately, he asked, "Oh, you are again here. I want another advice. Now I cannot get this donkey out from this tree." Then he asked, "Did you untie him?" He said, "No. Why I should do that? Because I did not actually tie him." You know that, but that is a donkey. He doesn't. He doesn't. Therefore, again, you have to untie, pretending that you are loosening and untying. He did pretending that giving loosening or untying. Then that donkey started. Right? Actually, there was not a physical knot, Bante. Even we are also tied that kind of trapped psychological knots we have. No one trapped, no one tied us, but we ourselves got trapped by ourselves. Right, Bante?
Yes,
That's
but
Dipti.
that's why, yeah.
Bante.
We have to open all the holes
Yeah.
and run around and play in this spiritual world,
Yeah.
in this spiritual atmosphere. Yes, but
Okay, now time is running out, so let's quickly move to the next part of our program. Please turn to page 14. So this is transference of merit. Let's chant together. Transference of merit to departed relatives. Idammi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo.
idammi ñātinang hontu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idammi ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo.
Transference of merit to sentient beings.
Ettavataca amhehi samvetang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhiya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhiya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhiya.
Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Okay, now we will do a blessing chant for you. We will be chanting the Karaniya Metta Sutra, the loving kindness discourse, which originally uttered by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So we wish you that you may also receive that blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. With these blessings, may you be well, happy, receive good health and healing. And you may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, relatives, friends, people who are sick. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantam santam padang abhisamicce sakko ujoca sojoca suvaco cansa mulu anatimani santun sekoca subharoce Ichcoca salauka buddhi santindriyoca nipakoca appakambo kulesu ananugindu naca kuddang samacare kimci ena minyo pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukitanta yeke cipana bhutanti tasavatavarava navasesa digavaye mahantava Maransakanukatula dintava ira adinta ye jaduri vasanti aviduri bhutava sambhavi siva sabbi santa bhavantu sukhitanta naparo parang nikumbete natimanyite katta jinang kanci vyarosana patiga sanyānānya maññam sadukka micce mata yata niyang puttang ayusāika putta manurakti vamti sabbha bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang mittanca sabbha lokasmiन् manasang bhavaye aparimanang buddhaṃ adoca tiriyam ca asambādhaṃ averaṃ asapattam tiṭṭhaṃ caraṃ nisinno vā sayāno vā yāvatāṃ
විගත මින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දිට්ඨිංච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දංසනේන පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනේය ගේතං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සත්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සබ්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු
Let's spend a moment of reflection. Reflect your own good deeds, kind deeds. Whenever you have done whatever kind deeds, let's rejoice those kind deeds. Please repeat after me. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Now you can recall a kind deed done by someone else, whether to you or others. If somebody gave you something, if somebody was there at least to listen to you, a simple kindness, a short moment. Let's recall those kind moments. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living beings.
bring safety and happiness to many living beings.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among living beings.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
nurture goodness in me
nurture goodness in me
and many living beings.
and many living beings.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you everyone for being with us to practice this meditation, and also thank you our friends who joined over YouTube, our friend Adrian and Kumudina Nona, and few of our regular practitioners have joined over YouTube. Thank you, and let's continue this practice. And see you in our next meditation session. Wish you all good health.